Yeah, I'm going to start show.
Hello and welcome to Solo and Bruges. I'm your host, Nate Finston. With me today is Mark Silva. That's what we like to call a takeover, buddy.
I hope we're not recording.
Yeah, we are recording.
I hope you forgot to push record.
Nope, we're totally recording. So
Stop
today,
yelling into the mic.
we've got some topics to talk about, don't we, Mark?
Do you have one to bring up? Because I was going to... I have something. My thing's a whole episode's worth, so you can bring up your thing if you want.
Yeah, I got one. We have our first question to be asked on air. You guys ready for this?
They didn't even put it on our Facebook. They just texted it to us.
Yeah, they texted today. You know who you are. Thank
Let's
you.
hear it. I don't even know what it says.
The question is, if there is one unusual superpower that you could have, what would it be and why? Unusual.
Meaning one that someone doesn't already have.
Right.
Like or make up your own superpower?
Let's just say maybe not in so much mainstream. Like, like not flying, super speed.
I can't be Human Torch.
But like, what else could you be? You could be like wind or something. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. You answer first. You've thought of this. You've heard it before, so I haven't thought about it.
Just hit me. The Captain Planet rings.
Huh?
Yeah, you got the like love and Captain Planet. Remember that? You really? No reference to Captain Planet?
I'm not comic book dude. Unless it's been a movie.
Okay. The one of the best answers I've heard though was being able to stop time. I thought that was a really cool power to have.
Stop time?
Be able to stop time.
I'd like that. I'd really like that.
Not be able to rewind time, but just stop it.
Stop it. Not even stop it, but like Quicksilver. Like be able to move so fast that so like fast yeah.
Remember that movie Clock Stoppers when we were kids? Oh my gosh. I'm not doing very well.
I wanna he asked a question, I wanna answer it.
Yeah, answer it.
If I had one superpower that was unusual.
Let's not even say unusual. It's just what's your favorite superpower?
Yours, super speed, because that's like stopping time and being able to go from here to there. Because I like productivity and I hate fucking having to take an hour to go somewhere. Yeah. I want to get there now.
The like ability to absorb other people's powers, but that would kind of be pointless.
That'd be pointless if there's no other powers. Reading minds might be cool.
Reading minds, yeah, but also be really scary because then you hear everybody's real opinion of you.
I think you'd go crazy. What if it wasn't even? What if would this one be like a blessing or a curse? What if you kind of like absorbed the feeling of someone? Like if I'm having a really shitty day, it kind of like whoever you're nearest to, that's how you feel. However they're feeling.
That's weird.
I saw it as I thought of it as like absorbing like the chi of someone. The chi, like the energy. Yeah. My new teacher, he says chi a lot. Chi. He's really into that stuff. Che. Is that a movie?
Yeah. Well, then, what's your favorite power that they have? You've seen in movies so far?
Human Torch is awesome. I would still, Quicksilver.
Quicksilver, that's super speed.
Even just in Days of Future Past, that wasn't even my favorite Marvel movie, even close. But that could be one of my favorite Marvel scenes.
Yeah. Breaking
out of the jail.
Well, what about let's go a little more realistic and like Invincible?
Invincibility. Not invincibility, but
you know what movie I'm talking about? Invincible. You know, Bruce Willis.
Unbreakable.
Wow.
Invincible's Mark Wahlberg, who's a football player.
Yeah. But he has the power.
I'm not talking about invincibility. I'm talking about immortality.
That'd be kind of a curse, though.
No, I want to live forever. I'm one of those guys. Yeah. I don't want to die.
Yeah, I don't know. But then once the world like blows
up,
I don't care. You're just floating around.
Yeah, that's fine.
Forever.
That'd be true. Like you can never actually. I didn't think about that.
Right, in the billions of years you're on.
Or like, what happens if someone buries you? 2 weeks later, you're still going.
Well, I mean, you got to be able to break out of the thing.
What if you can't?
Work out more.
Okay. Yeah, thanks, Jeff.
Yeah, thank you, Jeff.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to name drop really quick. Is that okay, Jeff?
Yeah.
Appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, throw us some more questions, guys.
Good question.
You're not Senator. Can you move over a little bit, buddy?
Oh, yeah.
It's easier for you to move than for us to go over there and move the camera.
Okay.
I have something to bring up to the table.
What do you got?
Did you hear about the leak?
The leak?
The leaked photos?
Yeah, I did.
You did?
Like hours after it happened, I got texts from certain people.
I did the exact same thing.
And I was like, what is this? So I clicked on it. I was like, wait, is that who? That is who I think
saw them?
Is. Yeah.
Did you see all of them?
Yeah, scroll through the whole thing.
No one can find him. You can't find him anymore.
Yeah,
I found him.
I get the side where it's like, that's a total invasion of privacy. It's
like, I saw a post and it summed up basically 100%. It was like, and it was on Reddit because this whole thing happened on Reddit.
Yeah, exactly.
The code name, do you know what like they called it? It's my favorite. The Fappening.
Oh gosh.
I think it's hilarious.
Oh, that explains something else that I just got sent a couple minutes ago.
Right. But some guy posted, and it was like the Reddit like believes this is the
Yeah,
best.
we're talking about the
The leak photos,
celebrities'
Jennifer
photos.
Lawrence, Victoria Justice, all of them.
Right. And it's a total invasion of privacy. That's really kind of shitty. But I mean,
The guy was like,
when I looked at him, I don't have any like. I'm not creepy.
No,
I'm not, like,
and
trying
I
to
completely
masturbate
agree.
to
The
it or
guy
any
should
of
go
that.
to jail, and it's terrible that he did it. But I will be damned if I don't see them.
Yeah, I saw him.
Yeah, I saw him. Yeah, of course I saw him.
And like the only thing I was like, wow, that guy was lucky to have those pictures sent to him. Whoever
got it.
Yeah, I was like,
I
okay.
found them. It was fucking hard,
Yeah,
but I ended up finding them.
you had to dig deep in the
I
depths
had
of
to
the
dig
internet.
deep in the depths of the web, but then after
There's
10
some
minutes,
dark things down there.
it
aren't
was
there?
gone. Basically, what it was people just kept reposting them, and then the FBI just kept finding it and getting rid of it.
Yeah, I mean it was kind of shitty.
Because the guy who did Scarlett Johansson, Mila Kunis, guess how long he went to jail for?
I don't know.
10 years.
Fuck. It sucks.
And it sucks for the celebrities because those were deleted.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like he on the phone. They took those forever ago and deleted them. There's nothing wrong with taking, especially because like Scarlett Johansson one. She was like, I send them to my husband. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that because she's
No.
like taking them and sending them and then deleting them. Like, that's fine. You know, you're married. You can do what you want. It's so fucking shitty to think that like no matter, even if,
Like me, I never like fantasized even beforehand. I was like, oh man, I want to see her naked. Like I'd never look up celebrity photos. It was like I got sent a link. I clicked on. I was like, oh wow, it's these girls. And like half of them I didn't even recognize.
I only
No,
recognized
honestly.
like 4 of them. I
Yeah.
probably recognized more than you did.
Sorry, Jennifer Lawrence. I recognized you, and I don't. That was.
I
about it.
recognized Jennifer Lawrence, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Brie Larson, Kate Upton, and Victoria Justice.
And I was like, Jennifer Lawrence is awesome. I love her movies and stuff. So I was like, oh wow, she's naked in these pictures. I was like, okay. I mean, it's like to me, I saw it kind of like you see a sex scene of an actor, and you're like, oh wow, I can see their boobs or something. You know,
do.
like in I got to see Angelina Jolie's boobs
In Taking Lives.
Taking Lives.
Yeah.
So.
I was
I, don't know.
surprised.
I didn't think so when at the time, but looking back, I was like, yeah, that's really an invasion of privacy. And
Sex scenes in movies. What are your thoughts on them? I have people who are like, I don't want to see them. They're private. Like, doesn't mean anything. I have people. There's 2 arguments. There's because I've heard the argument of, oh, they're only showing it to sell. But then I'm like, no, they're showing life and sex happens in life. And they're like, yeah, but I poop and I don't need to see that
right.
on camera.
I feel like sometimes, like sex scenes in movies, yeah, sometimes they take it just. It's like, all right, we get it. You guys are having sex, but it's like they start showing them like changing positions, things like that. It's like, all right, okay, I'm watching this with my parents. Thank
you ever
you.
see Blue's Warmest Color?
What?
Blue is the warmest color. Do you know about it?
No.
It's 3 hours. You know, French. It's between like 2 lesbians, but it's amazing.
There you go.
It's like an epic. It's like their whole entire relationship. But there's in total, I think it's up to like 25 minutes of them having sex, and it
Wow.
is graphic.
Yeah.
It is, but I like it because it's showing like their life was, of course, they were, you know, however old, they were like 19 to 20. Their life was very driven by them having sex, and you're showing their relationship. You need to show them having
I
sex.
mean, if
a
that's the
lot.
theme of the movie, then that's what they're doing. But
Exactly.
like in like 300 comes to mind. It's like that's kind of a longer sex scene.
But I like them because it was filmed kind of well.
It was kind of cool and unique, but I don't think it needed that much. Not like knocking the movie or anything like that. I still think it was a great.
Rise of the
movie.
Empire was okay, not even close to 300.
But I was just kind of like, all right, because that one they like show them changing positions,
Like that, or like the part in 300 with the Oracle, and there's like the girl and she's like partially naked, and she's like, it looked amazing.
It got weird when the dude started licking her.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah,
looking
that was
amazing when
weird.
he looked at her.
Yeah, that was uncomfortable.
I don't mind sex scenes in movies.
No,
Are you one of those guys that we're gonna kind of mildly inappropriate? Are you one of those people who like, because you see girls' boobs a lot in movies, but every time a guy hangs dong, you're like, eh.
Well, it catches you so by surprise
Catches
because
you
you're
off
used to
guard.
seeing boobs in so many movies, right? And dongs are just now coming out. I feel like,
Well, I
like I feel like the first dong I remember seeing in a movie was like Jason Segel's, which was probably a stunt dong.
Yeah, that was the first time. That was him real. Ewan McGregor does it in a lot of movies he's in.
Fair enough.
He's in it. Michael Fassbender did it one in Shame. Shame's a good movie. I should have you watch
seen that
Shame.
one.
God damn, it's a good movie.
Yeah, but yeah. Dongs are coming out. They're
No, I
whipping them out.
Felt by sense. Oh, here's because my okay.
But well, yeah, what do you think about it?
I always had this theory because I'm a movie guy. I always had this theory where.
Okay,
Do
comparing.
you want me to answer the question that you
comparing
asked?
boobs to dong. I
Wait,
mean,
what?
dongs are just ugly, right? And they catch you by surprise. I don't think it.
Let me finish what I was gonna say. Part of me is like, we don't need to see the boobs. Like, if you don't need to show boobs, don't show boobs. Don't have a girl's boobs pop out just because you're trying to sell the movie. Though, if I'm watching a film and there's stuff covering it and I can tell that like an arm is covering or something's covering it, I'll get upset because I'm like, fuck you. Like, we're watching the movie. If, someone's chest pops out, that's natural. That's what happens in life. Like, if I'm there seeing the scene happen, I'm sitting in the room, I'm not going to have stuff covering stuff. I'm going to see whatever is there. So I kind of respect it when someone walks out completely naked and you see them naked, because it's like, it's a naked person. Who cares, It's natural, and that's what happened.
I kind of know what you mean.
That's what happened in the scene.
Yeah.
But then you have in a lot of horror movies, some girls...
Horror movies, comedy movies, like, like Beer Fest, old school, things like that, where they're just like, oh, boobies.
Boobs for boobs.
Boobs for boobs.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess that's kind of what my point of reference is donks for dogs, boobs for boobs, like those kind of movies, not just like, oh, here's just somebody that's naked.
Yeah,
okay.
Which makes me... I'll see movies...
They're getting high-pitched.
Because you can't... Every movie is simulated sex. You've never seen a movie in the theater that really had sex in it, except I've seen a couple because they're really indie films. It's called unsimulated sex.
Okay.
Happens in a movie called Nymphomaniac. Happens in a couple movies. Antichrist. But...
Nymphomaniac, for those of you who can't hear.
Nymphomaniac. Happens in a movie called Antichrist. Yeah,
words.
I'll enunciate. But when I'm watching a movie and there's a naked guy and there's a naked girl and you can see most of them except for the genitalia and they're doing the dirty, I'm like, how the fuck are they actually not having sex?
Yeah, acting.
And I heard Jennifer Lawrence, or my buddy told me this. I know that he...
Thank you, buddy.
He was supposed to... no, not Jennifer Lawrence. Martin Lawrence. You remember his show? Yeah. He had a show back in the day, Martin Lawrence show.
Sure.
Apparently, he was like cuddling with his wife on the show, apparently, and he got a...
Yeah.
And of course, which is natural, I can't see why it would happen. And she refused to be in any scene with him after that.
Wow.
So they had to end the show. So I'm thinking, like, in a movie where they're supposed to be having sex and they're both naked, and it's, taped to his leg or whatever, and they're doing it, are they like, oh, if he gets, blank, I'm going to be super offended? How can you not expect him not to? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. That's just...
But they say it's like unprofessional to do
kind
it.
of thing.
I guess.
If a girl gets offended by somebody getting hard, I mean, that's the girl's...
But have you ever watched a movie and you were like...
Guys can't help it.
Have you ever watched a movie where like, how are they actually not having sex right now?
Yeah, I don't know, but I used to think that when I was younger.
Really?
I used to be like, oh, this is really happening, because I was younger.
I guess.
But now that I'm older, I'm like, oh, it's a sex scene in a movie.
I knew.
That guy probably has a wife and she probably has a husband, and it was...
Yeah. I don't like that. Like, kissing is one thing. Because I've been on movie sets where you have to like have people like make out and stuff.
Yeah.
Even on my movie set.
Oh, yeah.
There was...
I remember that.
The one that you weren't in for...
I got cut because my t-shirt changed colors. Thank you, Mark, for choosing my wardrobe.
Sorry, buddy.
Thanks. References, guys. I was in a movie that Mark did.
He was in a movie I did. It didn't come out good.
They did not.
Actually, it didn't come out terrible. It was just Nate was supposed to be in like 10 seconds and he got cut down to 1.
That was the best part of that movie.
He made the movie, honestly. Made it. I was talking to someone today.
Smirk smile.
Because people have been asking about you, like, oh, Nate. And I'll like say something like joke. Because today someone was like, why don't you film at your house? I was like, because me and Nate can't fit in our house. Have you seen him? He's a huge guy.
In your apartment?
I'm really surprised you haven't brought up your muscles once on the show.
No, why would I?
I don't know.
I don't want to.
You usually don't, which makes me weird. Because if I had bigger muscles, I would at all times
you'd be popping those guns out.
Oh God, sorry.
I mean, I like
that
them.
Way.
Yeah, I go to the gym. I work out.
Sex, weights, protein shakes.
Fairly regularly.
Fairly regularly. I was doing good. Are we at 13 minutes already?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we almost have a whole show here.
See if anyone posted anything on Facebook for us.
Probably not.
Can't imagine they did. No, Ashley texted me.
Okay, this is good air. Thank you.
She said I'm at work.
As the host, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today on with Solo and Bruges. Follow us at Solo and Bruges, or Facebook.com/Solo and Bruges.
Are we really not talking about anything last episode? All we talked about was
at Mark A. Silva and at Nate.
All we talked about was boobs this episode. We became that show this episode. Yeah. We weren't that show.
That's okay.
We would every now and again be
hey,
like,
you know
let's
what?
talk about
this
porn.
This is what happens when Nate takes the reins.
We just talk about boobs all episode.
Ladies and gentlemen, comment below on who you like seeing as the host. Whether you like Mr. Mark A. Silva or Mr. Nate Finston.
For me, it's a chore. I'm like, oh, I have the host now. You're like all enjoy, like, yeah, look what I'm doing.
Thank you, guys. Did you enjoy the takeover?
The takeover? Yeah, you didn't even let me try to do it. You're not going to say the signature thing we say when we're done?
The takeover.
No, do not.
The takeover.
Do you remember how I always end the show?
That's yours. Mine is
the takeover.
The takeover.
All right, thanks, guys. Signing off.